Yo, what's up, everybody? It's me, your boy, the 10 Lives One live breaking news here. As it's been reported that WWE sold to Saudi Arabia. I don't know what else to say other than what. How do I get this over there? I'm still trying to find things out, guys, as we break this. Where is the input? Sorry, guys. Yeah, guys. So yeah, we're just hearing that. Yes, everyone's reporting it. I hope I'm not, though. I saw two other news sources say it was legit. Um, I'm checking everything right. Let me check Twitter, guys. Sorry, hold on. Let me do this off. I'm so. Here we go again. I'm all over the place once again. It definitely sucks if this is true, guys. Just let me see. So WWE. Jeez. Sold. Oh God, I can't even write properly, guys. All right, let's see. So Wrestling Inc. has reported it. Okay, here's Twitter. Okay, so here is what's on Twitter right now, everybody. Hey, what's up? Hit those likes, everybody. Hit the subscribe. Yeah, Angle's reporting it. Yep. WWE has been sold to Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund. The company will go back to being private. Unknown if this will return the head of creative, but it is respected by some people. Yo. I can't believe so. I am in shock that even Vince McMahon would sell to Saudi Arabia. This is crazy. Oh God. Sorry guys, got stuff everywhere. It's true. Yo, are you kidding me? I don't even know where to go from this point. Like, what does that mean? Guys, Vince has sold the WWE to the Saudis. Now, what that means is this. So, it means they're going private. This is crazy right now. Okay, so yeah, like what about this? What about Sami Zayn? Sami Zayn is Syrian. Women have no rights there. This is bad. This is bad, everybody. If this is true, this is terrible. Hold on, I'll read the story to you. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. So, I'm hoping this is fake news. Following the where's my glasses? Sorry, guys. Following the news. Where are you going? Don't try to get out of here. Give me something to drink, please. Following the news of Stephen Ming's Stephanie's resignation, rumors began to surface on social media in regards to a WWE sale, and Saudi Arabia was mentioned. My glasses are dirty. A public investment fund basically purchased it. Hold on. Let's see. For what it's worth, the Saudi deal is done, and they're taking the company private. I can't even get a response from basically anyone WWE. As I've said all night, this is second and third hand stuff, but everything is hitting the same notes. Sean Ross Sapp says this. Some say they don't believe it, but people didn't believe Vince was coming back either. So I have no idea. So wow, hi everybody, by the way. Ryan says it's fake. Ryan, look, I hope it is. That's why I put question marks. I'm not trying to clickbait anybody. I'm just trying to report what I heard. But from everything I've seen, it's true. Don't let me catch y'all in one of the elite t-shirts. Let's see. Hell, you should see Twitter. It's already going crazy. El Generico is all elite. Like they're yo. I'm going through Twitter. Twitter has gone nuts. The new bloodline led by Veer, Jinder Ali, and Mansoor. People are joking about it already. Tony Khan is laughing right now, guys. I'm hoping that this is not real, but apparently it is. In just one day, Stephanie McMahon resigns and Vince sells to W. Source. What's next? What's next? JD from New York. It looks like it's true. Um, wow. Well, I'm getting stuff from everybody right now. What culture? Um, this is crazy. Hold on, guys. I got a million people. Cynthia, what did she send me? Evil Uno is not for sale. Anything can happen in the World Wrestling Federation. Matt Cardona says. Sorry, guys. I'm still searching, guys, and please forgive my quietness. If you're here for the first time, please hit that like. But it's got to be true. Wow. Get ready for the prices to go up on everything. This is blood money. These guys killed American journalists. Guys, the WWE as we know it is dead. Let's take some things in the chat. No one will ever take W serious again. If it's true, not anyone that's taken it. That's true. Wrestling for Life, they're talking about, yep. What happened to Triple H and Shawn? Who knows? I am literally in shock right now because, yeah, look, Stephanie had a problem with it. She retired. This is crazy. Hunter Hearst homeless. Move over, Roman. Gender's here now. Yeah, I'm literally like shocked right now. I was going to bed. You can't even rest because so much breaking news. Sipper King 11 with the great question, why? This is why. I want to know the price. I tell you guys 6 to 10 billion, right? I guarantee you it's got to be that high. Listen, who's going to pay all that money? They probably paid 20 billion for it. Yo, Vince, I'm going to say this out loud. I don't care. I would never work for that guy. If they offer me a job right now, I'll turn it down. I did doubt it because I thought it. Look, I know Vince had no morals at all, but to sell to these guys, possibly Shark Boy. Anything's possible now. Yo, get ready not to have WrestleMania in America anymore. You think 40 billion? That's a lot. But he might have got it. Look, the price was let me check the stock. Let's see what the stock did. Yeah, Sammy definitely ain't getting the title now, guys. Let's see. Let me see what the stock is. Let's see if it dropped. Well, that's right. It closed. So we'll see tomorrow. So right now, this is where it's at, everybody. So the stock's at 90.24 right now. This is where it's at. Let's see what happens tomorrow morning at opening. WWE has yet to confirm this story, still alleged. Would they confirm it? Look, I'm looking on. Hold on. I'm looking on other sites. Let me give me a second, guys. I'm looking on. Look, what culture? They reported it. Hold on. They're live right now. Joe Cronin's live is doing it. John Roca. A lot of people. This is crazy. Yo. How? How could you do this to us? I mean, he doesn't care. I don't know. I have no clue at this point what is even happening. I thought there was all kind of laws where you couldn't sell to a foreign company like that. Yo, if I'm the roster, I mean, what do you do? I was thinking about let's all protest. They'll just get new people. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Remember when the Undertaker lost and that guy's eyes open wide and everything? He was that's how I feel right now. Oh, you guys as shocked as me? Or did anybody think this would happen? Seriously. Look, I knew that it was going to get sold. It was the writing was on the wall. But even this guy sold it to them? And please hit the thumbs up, even though this whole story is a thumbs down. Let me see if we can get an idea how much he sold it for. I don't even know. Hold on, guys. Let me see. Let's see if we can find anything else out. All right. So right now I'm on Wrestling Inc. And they say it was sold to a public investment fund, Saudi Arabia's public investment fund. They're going to go back to private. The talk of potential W sale picked up steam last Friday when he reinstated himself. Subsequently, financial analysts assessed media giants such as Comcast, Disney, Endeavor, Amazon, Netflix, and potential suitors, blah, 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 blah. WWE has yet to confirm this. That's one story. Yo, listen to this. It's worth a reminder that the WWE board unanimously disapproved of Vince McMahon's return in writing. The board included Stephanie, Nick, and Triple H. If this is true, hold on, guys. Let me make sure this is true or not. I don't want to report it. Hold on, guys. I'm really trying to see if this is right, because if this is right, I mean, this guy is verified. He wouldn't put this up if this is fake. So this was yesterday. Dear Vince, we write in your response to your letter for December 20. We fully agree with your assessment of the company's management team. Exceptional, and please hear Stephanie, Nick, and Paul, and the rest of the management team have your full and unconditional support. We believe that our investors, employees, and fans agree there's a tremendous excitement at the company and among our fan base, and our stock price has grown more than 40% in the last year. We remain optimistic about the continued success of this management team and the WWE franchise overall. Believe your support is critical to success, blah, 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 blah. Although we welcome your participation in the launch of strategic alternative review process, it is also our unanimous view that your return would be to the company at the time while government investigations into your conduct by the U.S. Attorney's Office and SEC are still pending would not be prudent from a shareholder value perspective. This determination is built on a variety of factors, including non-public information of the board has become aware and the risks of the company and shareholders that place a greater spotlight on these issues. The attached draft letter agreement provides the board will not agree to the shareholder demand, blah, 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 blah. So basically, wow. So basically, Triple H, Stephanie, they all didn't want him back because it was unanimous on the board, and they're on the board. I'm pissed too. Chances that Sammy has a job, 0.000. Yeah, you know what's going to be even worse? Listen what he's done. Papito, I hope it is false. I'm praying it is. That's why if you see the thumbnail, it does say question marks, just in case I've jumped the gun too early. But from all reports, yeah, look. Graves, you awake? Um, I'm sending invites now, Graves. This is crazy. This is crazy. I have no clue what to even say about this because there are people who have verified they're reporting this. They're not going to lie. I mean, they're not going to risk their, you know, they're not going to risk their legitimacy on Twitter. Are they? Tito B says, I feel bad for everybody. How about the women? Gift of Gabe. Uzi moving on die for you got started. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Hit the likes, please, and subscribe if you're here for the first time. Guys, listen. I'm giving you this with a grain of salt. WWE has not confirmed this. He's not confirmed. But all media reports have said that this is true. Remember this date. And guys, just so you know, at midnight, he'll probably announce it tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 30th anniversary of Monday Night Raw. The legitimate anniversary. January 11th, 1993, their first show at the Manhattan Center. You know how I know? Because I was there. True story. Matthew, you're not wrong. Yo, how could you do this to your own family? Let me answer this question. The interesting question, what does it mean for everyone else? Super 8, the main roster. There are many questions to be answered. WWE is not, we're not business hours right now. No one is confirming this. And like I said, guys, do not kill the messenger. I'm just reporting what's on Twitter and what's on news outlets. That's why it has question marks. I didn't say it was done deal. So please, if it comes out not to be true, don't beat me up. But I'm going to show you guys everything I'm reading. Let's go to Twitter, first of all right? Let's go to Twitter, right? Hold on. I'll bring this over here. All right, let's go to Twitter. Saudi Arabia, right? Let's see. So, Brandon Walker, who's, he follows me. He's Barstool. One of the more depressing nights in wrestling in recent history. This is craziness. I can't believe this. Hold on, guys. Let me do this off camera because I'm going to actually message him. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to and forgive me, guys. Maybe he'll take this. So I don't know who's coming, guys, right now, but okay, so let me go back. Let me just read everything, guys. Let me go back. And I apologize, guys. I have no producer right now. Kira is under the weather. Everybody's sick. The whole life is crazy. This is nuts. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to get back to where I was. Okay, here we go. Saudi Arabia. Here we go. So this is what happens when you type in Saudi W. Let's see what they have to say. Oh, that's another person. Sorry. Here's no DQ. They reported it. So here we go on this story. Let's go to it. Credit no DQ for this, guys. No DQ. WWE sold to Saudi Arabia Public Investment Company. Following news of resignation, rumors being a service, blah, 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 blah. Yep. So they reported. That's one person. That's one, legit outlet. I'm just trying to find. I'm sorry, guys. Please just forgive me. I'm trying to find more thing. Yahoo Sports, TMZ. Thank you, BBM Overplays. So look, if TMZ reported it, this is crazy. Guys, hit the likes and subscribe, guys. I try to break it as early as I could. Let's see. Let's check TMZ. Let's see what TMZ says. TMZ. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to search and forgive me, everybody. Let's see. I don't see it on TMZ yet. Let's check Yahoo Sports. And forgive me, guys, we're doing this live together. So hang in there with me, guys. Hang in there. Let me type in WWE here. Let's see what they say. Yahoo Sports. I don't see it. We got here. Yo!
What's up, man?
Have you checked any news outlets? Have you seen anything?
I've seen it, man. Blackwell was on my show that we just did tonight. I was planning to go to sleep, and man, this is this sucks. This is terrible, man. Legit, I don't know what else to say other than I wasn't really worried. I know you said you were kind of worried to see what happens. But shout out to Poseidon Media in the chat. This is ridiculous, man. This is
literally the darkest day in the history of the WWE.
Now it's not official yet, but it's being reported. I hope we're not all being clickbaited here because this is serious, you know?
Well, if I'm being clickbaited, guess what?
Everybody is. There's the only thing everybody's talking about. I don't know, guys. I'm sure everybody in the chat, we have so many people in the chat right now. We have 62 people in this chat right now. That I know we usually don't hit this on regular streams like this. We all love the business. We all love professional wrestling. And, this makes you question a lot. If this is going to be announced tomorrow, what are we supposed to think? Tony, you grew up, you've gone to every single WrestleMania. You've gone to every single one of them. I grew up legit. Thank you, Jakey Bakey. If you guys aren't subscribed to me, please subscribe to me. I'm almost at 700.
What's up, Chris? Good to see you, bro. I'm upset, bro. Go ahead, keep going. Keep going.
I was going to say, when I was a kid, and there's still a part of me that, this is, I'm pretty sure you would agree too, your main hobby, professional wrestling. This is what we all love. We all grew up on it. And this is just like, it's almost heartbreaking in a way.
My life.
Wrestling with Savages here.
Yeah, just turn
My
your
life.
mic. Just turn your mic down.
Oh my God. Mic down. More down. Yeah,
That's
put it
good.
away.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, that's good.
What the?
Yeah.
What the f?
What the
Yeah.
F is right, man?
Everybody's not like making a big deal about this, but let me put into perspective for you
Big
guys.
deal.
Let me
I think everybody is.
No, some people are like, oh no, you know. So look, my good friend Chris Matthews, he's a good dude, right? Chris said, where's his comment? He says, I'm not as upset as everybody else seems to be. Let me tell you why I'm upset, okay? Listen to me, guys. This is not like me doing a shtick or cutting a promo. Just listen to me. If you love wrestling, professional wrestling, the only reason why you love professional wrestling is because of the WWF/E. Don't tell me you fell in love with wrestling because of the independents, and don't tell me you fell in love with it because of AEW or WCW. I don't want to hear that crap, okay? You might have liked those products better, but don't tell me the first person you didn't see in the world in wrestling was Hulk Hogan. He was everywhere.
Right.
He's the reason. Don't give me. I don't want to hear. Oh no way, please.
Even Bruno Sammartino.
Right. It was WWF. Now E. Now let's take this into perspective. Forget the business. Forget the money. Forget people's jobs. Morality wise, Vince has alleged to have sexually assaulted women. Alleged. He is innocent until proven guilty. Okay? Facts. Here's where the problem lies. Saudi Arabia is not innocent of anything. I'm not saying America is great, but we're a hell of a lot better than these sons of bitches. These people don't allow their women to drive. They just were allowed to drive 2 years ago. They're not allowed to educate their women. Women have to walk behind their men. You can, in Saudi Arabia, rape a woman and get away with it. Now, you get away with it here, but it's like it's not even investigated. They don't want anything women for women, period. They don't want women to be, they don't think women are equal. Now, if you don't think women are equal, something's wrong with you because you have a mother. And some of you have sisters, and some have wives. People are like, oh, what's the big deal? This is huge. Not all Saudi Arabians are scumbags. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the Saudis government who bought this company, do you think they're going to care about you? Okay, Vince doesn't care about you. No, he doesn't. But you think they are? You think WrestleMania is staying in America now? You think they're going to keep it for us? It's over. It's over. The WWE as you know it is over. Maybe they let Vince stay in charge. Maybe they put somebody from America in charge, but they'll always have that ability to do whatever they want. And now what we did is this. We've enriched them with a company that we helped build, because I know I put money into the WWE. Now, I've got 2 shares of WWE stock. Is it going to go up? Probably. But at the expense of people's lives and yes, Sean Ross Sapp has not confirmed it. He has not.
Nah, the way this is blowing up right now, and from the sources I heard from right now, this shit is 100% official. And I, as a lifelong WWE wrestling fan, someone who, like you said, recognizes the product because of the stars that came because of Vince McMahon, from the Andre the Giants to the Hulk Hogan's and the Macho Mans and the Steamboats and the everything he did, man. My foundation of my life has been cracked tonight in half. I've been riding and dying with WWF and WWE for a very long time. I've been a diehard fan, loyal fan. Even when the product was bad, even when the product was unwatchable, unbearable, I stuck through for everything. And the changes that are going to come right now, Tony, they're going to be so insane over. And I don't think it's going to be the immediate future. I don't think anything changes this year and nothing changes next year. But one day things are going to start changing in a drastic way. We as Americans have been very spoiled with WWE television, WWE products, WWE shows, WrestleManias near our states, all kinds of privileges that we've had that the rest of the world has not. And now they're going to take that away from us. They're going to make us pay. You want to really go to a WWE event? You better have money to go to Dubai and get a hotel, because if you don't, you're not going to go to a WWE premium live event in 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is. And also, just know this. A man who thought Goldberg versus Taker was match of the year now owns the WWE. So if you are not if you're not terrified for the long-term future of this company, I don't know what's wrong with you. I'm scared, Tony. I'm scared for 10 years from now what kind of product I'm going to be trying to show to my son.
Guys, just so you, if you're new to the channel, guys, please type up your channels in there, because I can't type everything. I'm going to make sure you type your channels in, guys. I want to make sure I keep this picture on in case we get new viewers coming in.
Are you cool if I send Josh an invite?
Yeah, that's fine, bro. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to him right now.
Oh,
go ahead, Tom. My bad.
No. I'm supposed to go to work in the morning. I've been out for 2 days because Mikey's been ill, and I'm gonna stay with this for a little while. I mean,
I got school in the morning too, man. And I hate to say it, I might not
get somebody in here.
Might not sleep tonight.
You want someone else in here?
Let's leave it. No. I want to see if Blackwood shows, and he's got one of the guys. I don't want to oversaturate the thing.
I think if we get Josh and Blackwell, I think that's enough.
Yeah. Oversaturate the thing. Oh, guys, watch your feedback. Make sure I'm turned down. Kira's sick. Kira's upstairs sick. I told her. She was like, "What?" I know we got dead air right now. I'm just reading the chat. I can't.
No, I mean, what else? It's more of a speechless kind of thing. You said it before that the tantalizing one isn't really left or rendered speechless, and I think it could be one time because of Joe Dombrowski, and the second time is because of tonight, because of this news.
Listen, obviously this news came in hot and heavy. I was doing a show on NXT, and during the middle of the show, I had to literally just stop the show so I could start respecting all the comments about the news that NXT, that WWE is sold to Saudi Arabia. It's pretty shocking news to get in the middle of a show that you're doing. It pretty much flatlined my show. I had to drop everything just to cover this. And then moments later, I had a decent audience, but then I figured out what was going on. The notification for Analyzing Tony came on, and I see he's got like 80 people talking about Saudi Arabia over here. You see the internet, you see the Twitter feed. I'm sure you checked out your Instagram, Graves. It's wild right now what's happening right now. The whole world is talking about this.
It's scary.
The whole world.
What are we supposed to make of this? The one thing I'll say before before Josh goes on is Triple H and Stephanie and Nick Khan, as much flack as we gave Nick Khan before, the three of them put together WWE so well over the past 6 months. They put so much work into the company. And it really, everybody's been interested in the product. The stock has gone up. The ratings have gone up. And generally it's been better without Vince. And now we're seeing him come back into the fold, and now he's going to sell away the company, that was doing so fine without him. It just blows my mind and boggles my mind, because this, I thought, was supposed to be a family company, because it went from Vince McMahon Sr. to Vince McMahon Jr. But We've
Yeah, but he didn't want to. He didn't want to give it to his son. Vince had to buy it from him and do a lot of dirty things to actually get it out of the grips from his father's hands, because his father didn't want him to turn it into what he turned it into, and now he's rolling in the grave.
He did not want Vince to break up the territories. They wanted to keep the territories. Vince bought up every territory, and his father didn't want that. Josh, welcome to the channel for the first time, man. What do you have to say, bro? We're just so you guys know, this is not a happy show.
No, absolutely not. First of all, how you doing? Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Second of all, finally got my my graveyard shift shirt. Just wanted to show Anthony that so he'd get off my back about it. Anyway,
I was back to begin with. Don't worry about it.
So here's the thing. Okay, first of all, Graves, you brought up the fact that you know, this isn't going to be a family company anymore after Vince Sr. and all that. The day that this company stopped being a family company was the day that Vince Jr. bought it from his dad. That's just the reality of it. When he bought out all those territories and shut everybody down and declared WWF at the time, obviously, as Tony pointed out, was the sole wrestling company in America that you know would I guess broadcast to everybody in the United States. It's all of a sudden it's not it's not a family company anymore. You know, he took over as the chairman. You know, his own daughter is so disgusted by what he's doing here that she literally resigns from the company. This isn't a leave of absence like she did, what was it, 8 months ago? No, she's gone. She's done now. She's gone because she doesn't want any part of this. And I don't blame her for that. This is, you know, this is a step backward for every dollar amount that they allegedly have paid, you know, to purchase his company. And I don't think, and I think it's very important that we air this now, like all of this dirty laundry that's coming out, everybody's issues with this, because it's not confirmed yet what exactly will change. You know, there are reports out of Wrestle Talk is saying that, you know, sources that they're close to have been saying that Vince is going to return to the head of creative. And if that happens, then it's very likely that not a whole lot will change creatively. And, you know, storyline wise, we'll still probably have a WrestleMania and stuff. The only difference is it'll probably come out of the pocket of Saudi Arabia as a privately owned company instead of from, you know, the board of directors or whatever, and whoever makes those executive decisions on,
which means they'll have say on what events, on what matches we're going to have, because they thought Goldberg versus The Undertaker was the best match they ever saw in the history of their lives.
Right. Yeah. And that's, but it's also one of those things, you know, it's how much say really will they have? You know, yes, they own the company, but if Vince is still the chairman and, you know, Nick Khan is there and all the executives are still around him, how much control over creative decisions will Saudi Arabia have? You know, it's a privately traded company, but, you know, as far as I'm concerned, that just means that, you know, they don't really have to worry about, they can go back to the TV-14 rating. They can do, you know, all kinds of stuff that are considered more hardcore per se, because they don't have to worry about, you know, what the public thinks. They don't need to worry about public perception or how they look in the media if they have somebody get hit in the head with a chair or stuff like that. You know, this, if anything, opens the door to more creative freedoms that they haven't had over the past 10 or so years. You know, I'm not saying that that's a good thing, but I'm just saying that, you know, we don't know yet. There's so much unknown here, including but not limited to whether or not this is actually real. I know that there's a lot of people who have confirmed it, but you know, we've yet to really see any sort of official statement from WWE. And I think until that happens, we
I don't think you will see a statement from WWE for a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks, could be a couple of years. We don't know. But I just want to disagree with one thing you said. For WWE not being a family company after what happened with Vince Sr. and Jr. I see how you can feel that way. But for me, growing up in New York and being able to go to WWF New York and then watching the McMahons walk in, walk out, walk in, walk out as a family, they were always there as a unit. Vince and Linda may have not been the greatest of lovers, but they were definitely good business partners, and their kids were pretty close too. They were a pretty tight knit family, at least in the Attitude Era. From what I
Guys,
saw,
real quick, Tony, before you go on, we have 93 people in the chat.
Let's
If y'all
go.
can do me one
95.
favor,
95.
we're almost nearly at 100.
Yo, Tony, get some
If
music
y'all-
playing.
if
Let's get
you-
some
if you
music,
all-
bro.
If you all can do
Vibing.
one thing, just hit the like button and make sure you subscribe to the Tantalizing Tony Show and
Let's
all
cut
our
a promo
channels
for Tony right now. Everybody needs to go to this man's page right now. Cut him the promo, man. Give him the like. Give him the subscribe. The super chat. Buy a T-shirt. It's ding ding time. God damn it! Here live with Tantalizing Tony.
Thank you.
Tony,
Listen,
go ahead, take it away.
no, I appreciate it. And thank you all for that. Guys, if you're here for the first time, like they said, please subscribe and like the channel. And everybody on these boxes are on the bottom of my channel. Wrestling with Savage, the Anthony Grace Pod, what's Josh's Poseidon
Poseidon Media.
Poseidon Media.
Poseidon Media.
I have subscribed, and you should all too.
I'll share. Let me actually share the
Thank
channel with you guys so you guys can see it real quick, because these guys deserve subscribers too.
Yeah, Tony's the man because he goes live during the show. I go live after the show. We're like the perfect combination, like the mega powers, and we're here to take over the wrestling world.
Here. Sorry to be
Combination.
if I cut your face out, but hold on. Right here, all these guys are here. Please subscribe to them. As you can see, and some of them you won't
I
see.
don't
You have
see
to go.
Savage on there. Oh,
You have
man.
to. You're there, Savage. Just you have to search my. You have to do the whole thing.
I'm
But
just-
you're there.
That's
Just
really
everybody get your links up again. We'll put up there.
I'll spam.
Let me say this. I'm gonna go to promote some of the big box. I just want you guys to, like I said, thank you everybody. I know that everybody's like, oh, it's just wrestling. It's okay. Yes, it is just wrestling. But when you love this business like we do, we all love this business. Some love it more, some love it less, some are obsessed, like me. I'm obsessed with this business because I'm a professional wrestler who didn't make it to where I wanted to go. I did okay. I made decisions in my life where I couldn't go any further. Fine. That's why I'm doing this. I follow WWE more than anything. I follow AEW. I go to the shows. I watch, but I am a WWF/E guy. If you in this chat legitimately think that this is not the worst day in the history of the WWE, you're nuts. And Jakey Bake, and excuse me, Josh. I said Jakey Bakey. And Josh, I get what you're saying. We don't know what's going to happen. I don't care. When you put parasitical leeches in charge of something, they suck the blood out of you. They bleed you dry. They're like slugs. They're like what's up, King Chris? Good to see you, bro.
Super chat. Super chat.
Super chat from Lisa.
Thank you, Lisa, for the $5 super chat. I'll do videos shortly. I don't want to lose anybody. Thanks for everything, Tony. Your shows are great. Always love wrestling. Now won't listen. I'm not telling anybody what to do, right? Because I'm not going to boycott them yet. But I will tell you this. And this is a fact. We cannot support a company that doesn't treat women right. It's just a fact. And who goes against certain religions. Sami Zayn is from Syrian descent. He can't even go into Saudi Arabia.
No, that's crazy, man.
Their women can't even drive.
I was going to ask you, what's going to happen with the women's division, Tony? Like in 5 years?
They're going to be doing bra and panty matches.
Are they going to be? It's done, right? There's no more like actual women's wrestling in a few years, I think.
This is disgusting, everybody. I know people say, oh, it's just wrestling. It is wrestling, but it's also life. Regardless if you love Roman Reigns or love Mandy Rose or love Sasha Banks or love Jinder Mahal, whoever you love, these people work for a company. This is their craft. They have put their bodies on the line. They have, if you think wrestling's easy, I want you to try it because it ain't easy. Trust me, I know.
I know. I know.
Yeah. This they put their lives on the line for us. Have you seen the Ric Flair documentary? The guy is a shell of his whole life. Yeah, he had a great life as the Nature Boy, but at what cost?
He's done.
And now we've got people who will kidnap American journalists and behead them. Now, I'm not, like I said before, America, we're not the greatest country. We do a lot of dirty stuff too. The whole country's built on the backs of slaves. That's the truth. But at least we've evolved over the last 500 years, and we try to do better as Americans. There's other countries that have tried to evolve. Saudi Arabia, and I'm not trying to say all Saudis are bad, because I know Saudis. I know some of my friends.
No government is a good government.
But that government,
it's one of the worst. Yeah.
It is the worst. Them and Putin, even Steven.
It's debatable, but they're both very bad. Very bad.
Very bad. But the point is that we, as fans of this business, this is now when we got to stand up. Look, this might sound crazy, but I might boycott WrestleMania.
Can I say one thing to defend Vincent Kennedy McMahon? Just one thing. At the end of the day, if you own this company, right? Let's say the owner of the WWF was not Vincent Kennedy McMahon. It was tantalizing Tony. You should have the right to sell the company if you want to. That's the only thing I'll say to defend the guy. He put in his time. He's paid his dues. Maybe he's fed up with all the bullshit. And he's like, you know what? I don't care anymore. I want my money. I'm done. He has a different mindset now. He's entering the golden era. You know, we don't know how many years he has left, 10 years, 20 years. But I say this. Nothing's going to change in the day-to-day life of Vince McMahon, Tony. And I know you know that's a fact.
My thing is this. It's like he has enough money. What he's 77. What else can you do? Where else can he go? Like, this is what I'm getting. If you've got $5 billion, do you need 10 billion? I mean, you can't even spend that money. And if he was 30, I'd get it. If he was 40, 50, even 60, the guy's going to be 78 years old. What's he doing? For what?
He's a businessman. He's a businessman. That's all it's ever been about for Vince is the business. You know, yeah. There was a time where he legitimately cared about the product that he was producing. There was a time, but somewhere along the way, something clicked and that changed. And ever since that day, whenever it was that happened, it was all money. And you know, that's one thing that you always see in, you know, not just wrestling, but billionaires as a whole, is they're always trying to find ways to get richer. That's it. You know, there's nothing else to it. So
I want to take this comment from People Are Stupid. Stephanie didn't want to work with Saudi because they hate women. And just like I was saying, they it's a perfect example.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know at this point, like, what to even say when it comes to what happened.
I don't know, man.
I'm literally at a loss for words with this. Does anybody else think this is crazy except me? It's crazy.
I do. I think it's crazy.
This is
I know Anthony does. You know,
Vince McMahon never cared about shit except beating Ted fucking Turner, and then when he did that, I don't think he cared about anything else after that. He accomplished his mission in life, which was to take down Ted Turner. He did it. He accomplished it. He created a lot of superstars. Think about this. How would you feel about something if every day, every human being you walk into is basically telling you the same thing? You're the man. Thank you. We love you. All hail Vince. You got sick of hearing that shit. He don't care. He don't care about the praise or the love or the passion. He's done. He's about the dollar bill, yo.
Yo,
yeah,
crazy.
It's insane. You know, there's only, you know, a couple more things to say about it, and that's, you know, the fact that you know, the one thing that I will say,
there's a lot of things to say. Unfortunately, that's why we're here.
That's
why there's 85 people watching, because there's a lot to say about this bullshit.
Hold up, guys. We
got
Richie here. Let Richie talk. Hold up. What's up, Rich?
Quick. What's up, everybody? I'm laying down now because I got to get up in 4 hours for work. But I seen a message on my phone. Sorry for the darkness. I seen a message on my phone from Tony about Vince selling. So I said, he sold. What the hell? So I look, and it's who I said he would sell it to. I said that he would sell to Saudi Arabia because he really doesn't care anymore. he's gonna stick it to everybody and say, "Oh, you like Triple H and what they're doing? Oh yeah, you like that? Okay, yeah. Well, here, take this and shove it." You know what I mean? He doesn't care. I'm reading a report now that says he'll stay as head of creative after this move, and WWE with this sell to Saudi Arabia becomes a private company again and will leave the stock market. So, I don't think I'll be buying any tickets to any shows anymore. I
Don't
don't know
worry,
what's
there ain't gonna be any fucking shows in a couple of years in this country.
yeah. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's
By the
gonna
way,
happen.
what's up, Ricky, man? It's nice to see you, man.
What's up, Savage? What's up,
Chilling,
everybody?
man. You'll
What's
see me
up?
in a second. I'm done with my bad habit.
No, I'm gotta do the same thing. I guess I'm so familiar with everybody in these boxes that we just start talking without saying hello sometimes. So
Yeah, that's why I wanted to say what's up, man. You know?
yeah, of course. And Josh Bailey, at the end of the day, we have our little rivalry, our shtick. But
Yeah,
tonight
how'd you get out of the
I'm
trunk of my
trending
car,
on
by the way?
YouTube. Who's trending on YouTube? Me?
you're trending.
You're
Get outta
trending,
here.
baby.
Yeah,
You're trending.
your
You're trending.
numbers
If we stay
are,
live tonight, we could kill it, man. I could get
Yeah,
that 1,000. You can get the 10,000.
Bro, your numbers are jumping crazy. I'm telling you this. But yeah, I said this would happen. Because he just doesn't care, bro. And you know, it's sad because we look at the promise this company had, and I think he did this fast because that report you broke last night about the law firm going after him.
I told you.
And I think he did this on the fly before they can come after him and try to stop him from selling.
If they turn it, let me tell you what happens. So if he goes private, right, they can't investigate anymore.
And that's
investigation out the window.
Yep.
Now they still might be able to get the money out of him for what he owes, what he took from the company. He's got to pay that, but he'll get the salaries to pay that. $12 million is like $4 to him.
What are you kidding me? $66 billion is like a cup of coffee to them, man. You guys remember when Vince came out with the whole family and they said, you know what? Everything we do from now on, it's going to be about you. It's going to be about the fans. Lies.
Yep.
This is crazy. So look, hold on. We're gonna get everybody in the chat. We're gonna try to talk to you. Is this the end of Lady Flesh and WWE? I'm not into sexploitation anyway. I don't care about it, but I'm concerned about women's wrestling as a whole. Yeah. Northern Soul, thank you so much for that comment. And guys, hit the likes and subscribe if you're here for the first time. Yeah, Vince has always struck me as the kind of man who would eat his own children. Him and Shane have a love-hate thing, you know? But Christopher says, so you all expect a major walkout. I don't know. What do you do at this point? Because look,
that's what I'm expecting.
There are some people now that are thinking, I'm staying. You know? Like, oh, I'm not leaving. But now what about people like, look, why did Sasha Banks leave? Like, you know, like there's a lot of questions to be asked now. Like, why did Sasha Naomi leave? What's going on? Alex Hernandez says, the fans with the dollars. Oh, no, sorry. He had said something else. I missed it, guys. Sorry, everybody. This is a lot for me right now. This is crazy.
Get used to it, brother. Here comes your Raw watch along just like this. So let's go.
So look.
No, sorry.
I'm sorry, guys, and forgive me if I'm cutting you off because I'm reading 50 different things. I've got no producer. I'm here, guys. Hit the likes.
No, you good.
We're trying to keep this channel moving. I'm gonna stay on until the wheels fall off. I don't care.
Listen, if you have to pass out, as long as there's 90 people watching, you put me in the box. I'll keep people on the channel. Go 8 in the fucking morning, man, and then I'll go change my son's diaper, put some fucking cocoa melon on, come back, do it for another hour. And then I probably have to go take care of my son until my wife.
Real quick, Tony. If you need a producer, I can assist you.
There you go.
Are you still connected? You connected, right?
If you give me you know how we log in at the Bertucci shows, I can go on another tab and do that. So nice. Hold on, we'll figure that out. You got a $5 super chat. Take care of that first.
By the way, hold on. Let me do something real quick, Graves.
And Savage is willing to produce for free.
Graves, check your channel right now, Graves. See if you're broadcasting.
I'll tell you this much real quick before we go into the vignette for the super chat. I got 3 words for everybody, and these three words is the future.
Ready?
All what?
Hold on, you went live on my channel?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Is that bad?
No, that's fine. I won't be able to produce. I gotta log into your StreamYard.
Don't worry about it. We're fine because everything we need to know, we know already. So don't worry.
If
Oh, no.
if
Um,
if you're not down with Saudi Arabia and the WWE, I only got 3 words for you. All Elite Wrestling.
Okay, this is where I didn't want to go. Thanks. Look, let's try
You're
to.
fired.
Why did you say that name?
Not,
Why did
not
you say
to-
that name?
Okay, Batman. Not to stop anybody's jokes, but I don't want to lose any people with
Got you.
with shtick. No, I'm not yelling at anybody because I want to stay serious on this because this is nuts. Look what Cristiano Ronaldo says for the super chat. If excuse me, what Rosen says, if Cristiano Ronaldo would play in Saudi Arabia and golfers would play, why wouldn't wrestlers want more money? Yeah, I get it, but do we want that kind of product? Are the fans? Are we that?
It doesn't matter what we fucking want anymore, Tony. Obviously,
Can I
Doesn't
answer
matter.
his question just simply?
Yeah.
Ethical and moral standards. That's why. That's why they won't wrestle for more money as puppets. You know,
Do they
it
teach that in
happens.
school anymore? I don't even think they teach that in school. They're barely teaching it at home. So
That's-
I don't know.
that's
A lot of
true,
people are about
but-
that dollar.
You know, people are teaching themselves that, and yeah, you know, there are hustlers out there that
I'll
are
say
about the
this.
dollar for sure.
Sami Zayn, 0.0000000% chance of winning the Royal Rumble.
Sami Zayn might walk.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why this is 0.00000.
That's what I'm saying is we might
bad.
actually be on the cusp of like a mass exodus from WWE, and this
Better
isn't
get that
them
title ready
firing
for
people
ABJ.
anymore. Yeah,
Look,
well, it's just, you know.
Here's what everybody has to realize. Okay, look, we all love wrestling. This is great. We love it. We love this chat's great because of this. A lot of people watching me, and thank you guys for subscribing and hitting that like. But here's what we're missing, guys. The moral ramifications of this,
Mhm.
religiously, just on a sexism, the way women are treated there. The way women get treated. Are you guys listening to this? Like, look, okay, look at the screen, right? The two guys on the screen. Let me see if I can take this down real quick. Give me a second, guys. Please forgive me. Sorry. My bad. There we go. Sorry.
Imagine
Look
there's a
at these
match
two-
in 6 years going on, Tony, and there's just bombs going off in the background while we're watching the pay-per-view.
Possibly. I mean, but look at these two. Look at these two right here, right? Like this dude the dude in the upper left corner just sold out his country basically for money. Because at the end of the day, the bigger picture is, the dude's 77 years old. He didn't have enough love in his heart to leave the company to his children and grandchildren. He has 6 grandchildren, 3 boys from Shane and 3 girls from Stephanie. He has 6 grandchildren. He has a daughter and a son who has stuck by him. No matter what you think about Stephanie McMahon, she is ride or die. And even she walked away. It's alleged, and I'm going to keep saying alleged because he was not proven guilty. But something happened that these non-disclosure agreements were put out there. Women have accused this man of rape. He sold the company to murderers. And people saying, why are you in such an uproar? It's blood money. I don't even know. Listen, I don't even know if I can even support this anymore. I mean, if I go to WrestleMania or if I go to a match, am I a hypocrite? I mean, what's it say about us as people?
That's a tough question.
Here's the big picture. What if I go to Raw 30 in Philly? What's this say about me as a person?
What's
it say about
I'm
everybody?
thinking about not going. I got the tickets. I can't return them, but like, should I even go at this point? You know what's the point?
Chris, why the uproar? King Chris, here's my point. As much as we know, there are a lot of corrupt things in the world in business. It's been proven that these guys, these Saudi Arabian, the government, have killed American journalists. They have tortured people. They have raped their women. These are people who do things to women that are left field.
All right, Shane and AEW. Oh wow, is that real?
Sorry, but I didn't mean to block you like that.
Wow.
No, and guys, if you don't agree with me, I get it.
What did I just read?
You don't have to be everybody. This is not a reflection of anybody in the chat because I appreciate all your guys' opinions and your voice.
6.5 billion.
How much?
No, 6.5 billion. It was sold for.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
What did I say, guys? I said between 6 and 10, right?
Yeah.
It was listed at 4 billion. They got 2 billion.
Do you think he owns anything of it left? Like even a small piece of it, some kind of share? Definitely, right?
Absolutely.
And he's going to get royalties. He's going to still get trademark money. I mean, I think he's still going to be making him money. And even his kids, his grandkids are going to wake up upset one day.
How I said,
can you be?
Yeah, like I said, man, and I'm sorry to cut you off, Tony, but the assumption right now and the reports, again, coming from Wrestle Talk, because they're live too right now, is that Vince will reassume control of creative and will just resume his chairman responsibilities and everything. So he is still effectively running this company. Yes, he might have to run some decisions by, the new owners of the company, but it's still, more or less his. He just is not the owner anymore. He sold away his.
It was a fair deal though, because the market cap as of today was 6.7 billion, so they sold it for 6.5. But like Tony says, they did sell it to murderers who were beheading reporters with chainsaws on camera for the world to see. And this is a fact. So when Tony says, "Hey, if I go to a WWE show, am I a piece of shit?" It's a real question, and everybody should be asking it. Even I'm asking it as a loyal fan who's been brainwashed by the man on your screen. And whether you want to admit it or not, everyone in this room, everyone in this chat, anyone who watches professional wrestling today, tomorrow, or yesterday, you have been brainwashed by Vincent Kennedy McMahon. He has brought to you the Coliseum, and the Coliseum is here for one reason and one reason only, and to put on a show and to distract you from whatever it is that you do. Everybody has a Coliseum, Tony. Some people it's Jersey Shore. Some people it's WWE. Some people it's the NBA, the NFL, the MLB, the NHL, whatever, the government, the politics. It's all fucking bullshit. It's all here to distract you, and unfortunately, the WWE did a good job at that, and that's why they were able to sell for $6.5 billion, which is pocket change. Yeah, well, pocket change to the guy that bought it, who, like Tony says, does whatever he wants. They do whatever they want in that country, and they get away with it. It's scary. This is scary times we're entering as far as wrestling WWE fans go. And do you think we see Shane McMahon in AEW?
I don't know. And in no world you can buy moral and ethics. Thank you for the $1.99 super chat.
You can't buy that.
Hey Chris, if you have my phone number, call me on my phone. I can put you on speaker. I got 17 battery life left. But Chris Matthews, call me on the phone. I can put you on speaker because I can't hold more than a certain amount of people because Richie already got booted. It's StreamYard. Anyway, guys, look, if you're here for the first time, thank you for being here. You can be anywhere else and you're here. Thank you. Hit the likes, hit the subscribe. I know What Culture and all those other guys are more popular than me, and I'm just the little guy on the totem pole. But thank you for being here. And thank you for the super chat, everybody. I'm going to do a little – everybody send a super chat. I'm going to do one video because I want to keep talking about this. Every time you send a super chat, we do a special video.
Well, you had 3 super chats, so you need 3 videos now.
I'm going to do one just because I don't want to go too long. But Richie still texts me he's texting me with some stuff. So guys, check this super chat out right here. It'll be a real quick one because we want to keep it going. Yes, and as we all say, it was a short one. I told you guys I want to keep this chat going. And everybody, just in case you didn't know, Mikey says,
thanks
Ding, ding.
Ding,
Oh,
ding.
wow.
Where's that
Thank-
T-shirt? Where's it?
Thank you.
That's
sorry.
my boy John Gilcher. He's on my show. That's one of my castmates right there. Shout out to John Gilcher. Thank you for that super chat to Tantalizing Tony. He's someone you want to have in your chat constantly. He'll keep those super chats.
Guys,
coming.
we got Chris Matthews online. Let's see if we can let everybody be quiet so we can talk. Chris, you're on speaker. Go.
How you guys doing tonight? Can you all hear me?
Yes, they can hear you.
Okay. So you guys are totally overreacting. I understand everything that you guys are saying about the morale and everything like that, about who he sold to and things like that. You guys are totally overreacting. If you've already got your tickets to WrestleMania, yes, you're still going, because yes, I'm still going. I still got my hotel booked. I still got my flights booked. I am still going. That makes me a piece of shit. That makes me a piece of shit. Do I feel like a piece of shit? Absolutely not. The only thing I honestly care about as being a lifelong wrestling fan is the content that I pay to see. And the content that I pay to see is shit right now. The tickets for WrestleMania were $2,000 for where I like to sit. And I've already paid for my tickets. So it's shit right now. And I've overpriced tickets right now because I didn't pay that much to go to WrestleMania last year, the year before that, and the year before the COVID. So, I mean, you guys are overreacting. Yes, I understand what everybody's saying, but at the end of the day, what kind of content are we going to get? We're going to get the same kind of content that we got before the company went public. And that's all we hear about is, oh, this shit that we see on Raw. Oh, this shit we see on SmackDown. Oh, how NXT is watered down. Now there's nobody to answer to. The Saudis won't give a fuck what kind of content is being put out on a week-to-week basis. Fox and SmackDown will still be sold for media rights for more money than any other entity on television. You guys are tripping. So what you're telling me is you expect a mass walkout between talent and employees, and it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Indie talent is still going to sign with WWE because that is the place to be. They're not going to go to AEW, who is also putting out overpriced shit on TV right now.
Hey,
And I mean, just by the way, guys, I'm 40 years old. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I grew up on Memphis wrestling. Jerry the King Lawler. Love him to death. Take pictures with him every time I see him eat at his restaurant. He's alleged to have 2 statutory rape charges against him in Memphis, Tennessee, and Louisville, Kentucky.
and Chris, I've never done this before. Chris, I appreciate you calling. Thanks for the call, Chris. I appreciate you.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, bro. Hey, guys, that was on some real stuff. That was some real stuff. Thanks for the call, Chris. That was some real calling stuff. But look, Chris has a good – I know Chris personally, okay? Chris is a great dude, and we have a difference of opinion. But look what Chris said. Chris said, I paid $2,000 for my ticket. And by the way, John Glitcher, thanks for the super chat. This is like live golf. Best golfers in the world. No one give them a TV deal in the States. Thank you. And I'll hit you with a video in a second. Chris makes a great point. Like, he paid his money already. What's he supposed to do? Quit watching the WWE? Go ahead.
So my only thing is I agree with him 100% on the content thing. The only problem is what if the quality of the content that you're watching changes between now and WrestleMania? You know, that was the point that you guys were just talking about. What if Saudi comes in, they want to make all these creative changes and they have no choice but to listen to them because they own the damn company? You know, what happens? What if that happens? What if between now and WrestleMania, Saudi decides that they want to host WrestleMania this year, change of plans, and then all of a sudden you've got $2,000 down the drain that you can't get back? How pissed are you? You know, you already got the hotel booked and everything. What happens then? You know, like I agree. Okay. Listen, I am a diehard Broncos fan. All right. I am plagued with the unfortunate burden of having to support something no matter what, because I love it. However, if my sports team was bought out by, you know, one of the worst governments in the world, I'm going to care about it. And I feel like you're supposed to care about it. You know, that's one of those things. I was talking about moral and ethical compasses, essentially, that some people have. And to your point, they don't teach it in school. So some people don't. But
they don't teach
I
anything
would
in
argue
school anymore, man.
They
You
don't.
realize half the states, the study they just did, people are graduating without even understanding. Like, I'll put it to you, they did a study in Baltimore, for example.
Yeah.
All the kids that graduated are at a 4th grade math level. But yet they passed all
Yeah.
the hard Regents tests to graduate. So that just goes to show you they're systematically creating zombies and systematically creating people that aren't prepared for the real world. And WWE, if we want to get back on WWE topic, man, everything you're saying is not wrong about Vince McMahon, and what everybody's saying is not wrong. There's no wrong, there's no right, because it depends on how
Right.
you feel. It's the perspective that you have as a fan. Some people,
Yeah.
this is going to hit them really hard. There's probably people that are crying right now, alone, scared. Like,
I believe it, and I would argue that I'm sorry to cut you off. Aside from the hardcore fans, the majority of the people,
talk show, we talk.
right? The majority of the people, arguably that are crying right now are the women that are in the locker room that have no idea what their future is. Saudi could just decide to cut that whole division out of the show completely, and all of a sudden, that's 30, almost 40 women that don't have jobs anymore. That need to find work at other places. This is the kind of stuff that happens with a transition, in ownership. Is people lose their livelihood. They lose their their ability to put food on the table sometimes. So yeah, am I expecting a mass exodus from WWE? Absolutely I am, because you have people like Sami Zayn, who, as Tony pointed out, he can't go to Saudi Arabia. Anytime they have shows, he can't do it. There's certain people on the roster. It's not just him. There's certain people on the roster that have issues with that. John Cena is very outspoken about his, opposition to the Saudi government. He doesn't like going there. There are so many people, who have come out and said that they don't like going there. So, I feel like, and also you have to realize that a lot of those names are cornerstones in the locker room. So when people like that walk out, it's going to create, a massive, effect in the locker room that's either going to drive more people to walk out or drive some real change to happen.
I'm curious to see the reaction from. I want to see the reaction from the NXT superstars, the ones that are working on their way to becoming WWE superstars. What's their perspective on all this right now? Do they even want to still become a WWE superstar after seeing everything that's going on tonight? Or,
Let me hit this. Let me hit this right here. Sideshow and Asset says the U.S. government has been in bed with Saudi Arabia for decades, and everyone's fussing about WWE being sold to Saudi Arabia. Great point, Sideshow. Great point. But the difference is that this might sound crazy, but this hits harder because we know that the governments have to do shady things to deal with each other. We know that. But this is a company that we love, like that we're all invested in, that we all have a stake in. I own stock. I own WWE stock. Now, do I just get paid out? They pay me? If they go private, they just send me a check?
I don't know, but it's private now. This is a company that used to be publicly traded, where there was real consequences for certain decisions, certain, if they're conducting an investigation. I think, that brought up a good point earlier. Sorry to strain off from the comment, but now that Saudi has this company and they're going private with it again, there's no consequences anymore. If they're doing some shady stuff, there can't be an investigation because there's nobody's money. Tony's money isn't at stake now. That's the real difference there is, the governments across the world, cooperate and work together for the sake of whatever they want all the time on a daily basis. But this is a completely different situation, to Tony's point.
I agree with this guy's comment right here, man. Cody Rhodes, I don't care who owns the company. Cody Rhodes ain't going anywhere until he wins a WWE championship, and it won't matter if it's in Saudi Arabia or, Bermuda Triangle. He's going to be winning it.
Let me thank Connecting People to Wrestling for the super chat. Thank you so much, man. And thank you everybody who sent a super chat tonight. Every time you send a super chat, supports the channel. Guys, we're live right now at, what time is it? At 12:47 a.m. on the East Coast. And I appreciate everybody being here. I'm staying on. I'm not leaving. I'm going to take some more questions because this is a big deal.
Do you want to take a voice message from Mick Thomason?
He didn't. He just tried to call me and it won't go through. So
He sent me the voice message.
what's it say?
I
What's it
don't
say?
know. I don't know.
Listen to it first and let me know what it says.
You have to realize
Let,
that a lot of those names
Tell Tony to check his Facebook message. I sent him something. Breaking
Okay.
news.
Okay, he wants you to
I-
check your Facebook message. All right, Mick. Now he
Real
knows.
quick as well, Tone. I got 14 people on my side as well. So if you want to hit the like button for me. Get the likes up on my
Everybody
page.
that is watching this show, we are simulcasting this on the Anthony Grace Pod. Let me share that with you guys right now. Sorry, I got so many. Look how many windows.
So you use the Google Slides for this StreamYards. There we go.
Yeah.
I like it. Tonight I did my first StreamYard. Shout out to StreamYard. I did my first StreamYard tonight.
Here is shout out to him. Here's Anthony Grace Pod. Here's his channel right here, everybody. Please check it out. Here is Anthony Grace Pod. Boom, here we go. There is his link. Please, when you get a chance, go to his channel, share the whole deal. Wrestling with Savage is here as well. I will get a second as soon as I get Poseidon Media up there. As you can see, that's his right there.
It's actually a good point I want to make about something. I think that this could be great news for AEW ratings.
I disagree. I think.
Well, how about if it's the fans like you who decide, you know what, I'm done with WWE? Because we just had a comment and somebody said, I've never wanted AEW to succeed more than I did at this moment. I have been a fan of all wrestling for 46 years, and part of me now feels uncomfortable watching the product. What a day. And that was a comment from Greg Gilpin, and that's a great comment. So if he feels like that, Tony, there's a good chance that there's another maybe 100,000 people that feel like that, 200,000, and you could see a small boost in AEW ratings. Maybe they start cracking that 1 million without Punk.
Also, real quick, thank you, Chris, also for the call in, and also with your super chat of $1.99.
Thank you so much. I'm trying to share everybody's channel. Guys, what you do is this. If you go to my channel, right? You go to my channel, you scroll all the way down, right? You can see everybody's support. This is everybody. If you have to go look into the community and look at everybody, I subscribe to all of them. I just can't type everybody in right now. And look, we have 108 people here, guys. Please do me a favor. Hit those likes. Once again, breaking news in case you just woke up, you're going to work. If you don't know what's happening, ladies and gentlemen, it has been just about 99.999% confirmed that Vince has sold the WWE to Saudi Arabia. I just don't get it. I don't understand. I don't get it. And Stephen Chambers says it's confirmed. Guys, and if you're cut off, sorry, I didn't mean to cut anybody's head off. Sorry, Savage.
No, you're
sorry,
right.
My bad.
Cut my head off. It's okay. That's what they do in Saudi Arabia, right?
Wow. You know what? You know what? He gets one for that because that's what they do. Oh my God.
$5
That deserves a super chat, guys. That comment deserves a super chat. So come on, Rosen, give one more super chat. John Gilcher, if you're still watching, give this man a super chat that he won't forget about the rest of the year.
Thank you so much. Ronald Vicion, rest in peace, WWE. Could be. It could be, guys. I've never had this many live viewers ever. I got to thank everybody for being here. Please hit those likes. Share this channel. If you're new to the channel, look, I know I'm not What Culture. I know I'm not Wrestle Talk. Support Wrestle Talk. I'm not those guys. I love those guys. I listen to their podcasts. Subscribe to them too if you haven't. But I'm the little guy on the totem pole. I'm only at 5,000.
Not for long, Tony.
No, listen, doesn't matter. What matters is this. It matters that you guys that are with me, if you're part of the, let me make this big. If you're part of the Nation of Tantalization, please roll with us, rock with us. We got a great team. Everybody that I endorse, they all have different content, but it's all great content. Some guys are they're less subdued, they're calm. You got loud guys like me and Wrestling with Savage. We all got great content. But what I want to tell you guys is this, which is very important. We all have one thing in common. Whether we love what's going on or hate it, we do love wrestling. Some people are fine with this sale. I personally am not. Who is the GOAT to me? Who is a GOAT? The GOAT of this whole deal is this woman right here. If you guys don't think that Steph is the GOAT, you're crazy. Stephanie McMahon said, I'm not having none of this. I'm out. I don't care if you're my dad. I don't care.
How do we know that Vince didn't tell her to step down because of this? Like maybe she probably knew this was coming for a couple of days.
Let me tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. This is just me speculating, but
so everything's speculation tonight.
But this isn't. Here's something that's not speculation. Stephanie's a woman.
Yes.
And Stephanie's all about what? Women's empowerment. It's true. It's true. Listen, she hasn't always, we all know, look, rich people, no matter what color you are, you care about yourself. And I don't know what it's like to be rich. I think money would change me too. I might be an a-hole too, because I'm an a-hole and I'm poor. But I will say this. Whether she started the women's revolution or not, she got on board with it, okay? I know one thing. I know when Connor McCulloch, the little boy from Connor's Cure, when he was having all his problems with the cancer, you could see in her eyes that that meant everything to her, okay? Regardless of what you think of Stephanie as a businesswoman, as a person, whether he asked her to step down or not, she stepped down. She has 3 daughters. You think that she wants her 3 daughters to have to live with this? The Saudis do not respect women. I'm not saying that all of us have done the best of respecting women, because we all have made our mistakes. We've all had our downfalls. We've all done the wrong thing. But she saw the writing on the wall, and in my opinion, and this is my damn show, so I'm going to say it, she, to me, is the GOAT. Okay? Mihai Sports Talk says, everyone in the business who has different religious beliefs, who supports women's rights and LGBTQ are gone. And there's a fact. You got people from the guys, the LGBTQ plus. Think about all the people that have been killed in Saudi Arabia for being gay, for having a different religious view, for having a different voice. You think that changes because Vince is in charge? Vince is 77. He can't live forever. The Saudis do one thing, and this is one thing they have. They have generational wealth. If MBS doesn't keep the company, he's going to pass it down to somebody else. He's going to pass it down to another person. He's going to pass it down to somebody else in the Saudi government. So Stephanie, to me, is the GOAT. Whether you agree or not, that's my opinion of it, because I think she's to the point where, look, I love my father. I love Mick's calling me, guys. Hold on, guys. I'm going to take Mick's call.
Take Mick's call, man. Does this make Triple H the GOAT catcher?
Mick, go ahead, Mick. What do you want to say?
Send you a picture. I got breaking news for you. You need to look at it.
Okay. What's the breaking news, Mick?
It's Nick Khan. He's now on WWE just now.
Okay, Mick, I'm going to check it for you. I'll see if that's a true story. I'll verify. Thank you, Mick. Mick Thompson, everybody. Thank you, buddy.
Big shout out to Mick Thompson. Thank you, Mick
Thompson, guys. So to me, all right, let's see what he says. Gonna get hate for this. I don't care about someone's gender or sexual preference. Me too. I love Sonny.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Look,
you're not gonna get hate here, man.
I will tell you this, okay? We want to have an honest conversation, okay? Let's have an honest conversation. I don't know how it'd feel if my son Bobby or Michael said I'm gay. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd be like, what in the F? What do you mean? Now, if you love your children like you should, you're gonna accept it. But your initial reaction is gonna be like, what did I do wrong? Because our minds are processed to think a certain way. But this is the thing. Eventually, I'd come around and say, look, the love for my child is more important. They don't think that way. That government doesn't think that way. They will kill you for loving the wrong guy.
They'll kill you for anything over there, man. I was just thinking about this. What if in 1 week, if Triple H walks out, that's when I panic. What if Triple H just walks out next week with his wife? Like you said, Steph did all these things. And then Steph is like, Trips, you got to walk out of there. I don't want you having anything to do with this. And then family stays tight and he walks off. Do we go into panic mode? I go into panic mode if Triple H is no longer there next week.
I think I would too. Honestly, yeah.
That's panic mode. If Triple H is not there next week,
yeah.
I am in a panic about Mania.
Well, he's been the one voice of reason for.
He's been the one consistent. He's the one reason why that company's even been able to become what it's become now, because of all the backbone work and NXT. And Vince used to think it was an afterthought.
How about this? Here's a question. Chase with a great comment. What does this mean for Kevin and Sami Zayn? If Sammy walks, does Kev walk too?
I think
Probably.
he sticks out his contract that he just
Nope.
signed, though.
Bullshit.
You don't think so? He walks out?
He loves
Yeah.
Sami Zayn. He loves him. He
Yes.
loves WWE, but he loves Sam. That's his brother. He walks.
Yep.
He's got enough
Yep.
money to walk. I mean, he's situated very well.
I think realistically, almost everybody in that company does, man. You know, like they pay, you know, for the most part,
You
They
don't want
pay
you
the
don't
people-
you don't want to know what they pay some people. You'd be very
right.
upset.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. But I still feel, you know, the way that I feel, which is that, you know, a lot of those people, they are in the kind of the same position that Kevin Owens is. Like Tony said, they're in a good position financially to be able to make a decision like, yeah, you know what? I don't like the way that, you know, that this is, I don't like the direction that this is going in, and I think I need to bounce.
We should
And
talk about
I-
what this means for the Rumble.
Yeah, well,
What do you think
That's
this
the
means for
thing.
the Rumble? Right
What
now?
does it mean
It's-
for SmackDown? What does it mean for
right,
anything?
yeah.
Well,
It's
I'm
so
talking about premium live event that we got coming
Right.
up. It's a big deal. It's one
Exactly.
of the most popular. You know, I'm sure you grew up loving the Rumble, like me and everybody else. So, what are your
Yes.
thoughts on this, man? What do you think this does to the Rumble as far as like outcome, storyline, hype? Are people still hyped about the Rumble now? Because obviously, this story is stealing
Great.
all the thunder of everything.
Graves, what do you think about that? Graves, what do you think happens to the Rumble?
Sorry, cat's distracted me. What
Okay.
what happens to the Rumble?
Yeah, what happens? What does this mean for the Royal Rumble in 3 weeks? Who's in charge? What happens?
Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing.
Hit the likes, everybody.
I'm gonna definitely hit the likes.
There's a lot to talk about
Um,
tonight, boys.
I'm
the
not.
thing
We're
ab-
not. Sorry, Graves. I'm so sorry, Graves.
You're good.
Look, guys, if you love wrestling, we're not going anywhere. If these guys gotta go, I'm here at least until 5:30. I'm not leaving. We're gonna talk about this. I'm not leaving. So hit those likes. Keep generating this algorithm because people are coming in. Everybody in this chat, if you're here for the first time, it's time for the Tan Lives and Tony channel to go next level. I was reporting this last week about the sale. You go back a week and you look at my videos. I said this was going to happen. I didn't think Saudi Arabia, but the sale, yeah. Guys, hit the likes. Let's keep this going. Go ahead, Graves, go.
So as far as the Rumble goes, I still think it's set in stone with Cody. I don't think that's going to change, or it's going to be Dwayne the Rock Johnson. We also got a super chat for 750. Thank you for covering this. Keep up
Nice.
the great work. But honestly, I have to kind of agree with Savage because this draws more attention than WrestleMania. This draws more attention than the Royal Rumble. Before today, I was excited to go to Raw 30 to see the Royal Rumble. I think everybody every year gets excited around this time because this is the time of year where everybody gets excited because who's going to win the Royal Rumble? Who's going to WrestleMania? Everybody watches. I don't care what fan you are. Everybody watches WrestleMania when it comes on. Even people that tune out the product turn on WrestleMania. We also have a $2 super chat in the new Royal Rumble. If you lose, you die. Okay. $2. Thank you so much. But this, to me, I'm not excited for the Royal Rumble. I'm not excited for anything right now because this is disheartening. It's heartbreaking. I said it on the beginning of this show. When I was with Blackwell, it was so disappointing to hear that this company that we've loved for so long, it almost feels that it's turned against us in a way. And I don't get it. We have supported WWE for so long. It is ingrained with my childhood.
Yeah.
I'm not a big sports fan. I watch football. Josh will even tell you I watch football here and there. I like watching the Eagles. That's about it. I'm not a big baseball fan. I'm not, I don't really follow sports. What I follow is professional wrestling, WWE. And this is what I wanted to do forever since I was a kid, was kind of just be a part of it in any way. And I'm sure, Tony, it's been your dream to kind of be a content creator, do something in wrestling. This, to me, makes me not want to do it. That's this kind of news. It's almost like a dagger, because we have supported this brand for so long that for it to be turned, especially just kind of learning, what we've learned throughout life and our experiences, the moral of it's heartbreaking, man. I don't quite get it. For a time where everything we're supposed to be, I don't know what you call it, woke, but we're more accepting of other people. It seems like that's just a cover up, but honestly, we're still going backwards, and it's scary, and it's heartbreaking that this form of entertainment that has been with us for so long, we don't know what's going to happen. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. And that's what's crazy, is that right now we're in a state of flux. We're like, right now we're caught in like just suspended animation because we don't know. And if we have no power, look, we don't have power ever over anything in life. Things happen as they progress. But this was a calculated move. There's somebody in the comments that put this on the chat that's not here. They go, Vince, your father would be so disappointed in you. You should sit down with your family before you sit down with another country. Real talk. Yo, true story. No, it's guys. If you're cracking jokes in the comments, don't worry about it. I like somebody put, if you lose the Rumble, you die. Like, I mean, but those are the kind. And here's another thing. Those are the kind of jokes you're gonna get. Are people gonna take the WWE seriously now? Like Die Hard, look, there are people that are not going to bring their children. There are people of devout, Syrian, Jewish descent that let's say, I'm not taking my kid to this. How about sexual assault survivors that are like, what? I mean, yeah, RJB, you're right. This is the Twilight Zone. Welcome to the Wrestling Twilight Zone. Okay, well, let's see. Connecting people to wrestling says, I'm seeing this as an opportunity and expectation of change, to be honest. I think the societal norms and story have been changing and allowing to be, yes. Okay, connect Chris. That is such a great comment. But the problem is look how far back they were and look how long it took them to get there. And does that, women, okay, let's use this. Okay, they're letting women drive. Congratulations. They still got to wear full bodysuits in the ring. Now, I'm not thinking, I do agree, women should not be having their boobs out all over the place, but you should be able to wear something that's tasteful and respectful, not have to be covered to your neck, to the bottom of your feet. They can't even show their ankles, Like what? And I'm not trying to put anybody's religion down. If that's the religion, I get it. It's not my thing, but hey, let's see what Chris says. And we're going to take a lot of chats, guys. I think it's because we're mentally like Saudi doesn't know English, or people think. Yeah, of course, Saudi people. And look, this is not a trial against the Saudi people. I'm talking about the Saudi government, that the things they do to their people and what they've done to ours. Like I'll say again, full disclosure, I was in the service. We're not an innocent country, but I do think we have a modicum of respect not to cut people's head off, at least not in public. Okay. Good question. Should we boycott?
I just want to add also, Tony, thank you for your service as well. I don't know if I've said that to you, but
listen,
the boycott's a real thing. And yes, thank you as well. Thank you.
Tebow, thank you for watching. I know it's late, everybody. Some parts of the world, people are just waking up, and that's why I'm staying. Guys, if you're here for the first time, please hit those likes and subscribe. I may hit a big number. We have 143 people watching right now.
I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Look, and guys, listen, you know what? In case you've never seen the opening, I don't know if I should play because I might lose people, but I should let them see what it looks like, right? Maybe I should.
Maybe,
You know what, guys?
maybe.
You should play your intro, and then later when you're bored, if you want, I gave you mine. You can play mine. It's all copyright free.
I do want to say real
Yeah.
quick before you do that, Tony, because I'm about to bounce. I got work in the morning.
Good, buddy.
The question that you asked before about what does this mean for the Rumble? And Anthony answered it perfectly, save for one thing, and that is that, at this point, nothing has changed thus far, and we're hoping that it stays that way because you remember, when Vince stepped away and Stephanie took that CEO position, everybody expected her to switch some things around, move some pay-per-view dates, move maybe locations, change match cards, stuff like that. But for the most part, she didn't touch anything. And I have a feeling that that was just out of respect for her father and what he wanted to do. She still went, and they still did that show in Saudi. They still did, a lot of the stuff that Vince was leaning towards before they, altered some stuff. And like I said before, with Vince reportedly, again, remaining as, chairman and remaining as head of creative and stuff like that, I don't think anything's going to change. The only thing that might change is the location of these shows. And that being said, to Tony's point, and to answer the comment also, I feel like a boycott is almost the only thing that we can do. We can't buy the merchandise anymore. We can't buy the tickets anymore. We can't go to these shows anymore, because all that money is just flowing back into Saudi. And it's supporting a nation that I'm trying to think of a way to say this without sounding discriminatory, because yes, that is absolutely wrong, and we shouldn't be doing that. But at the same time, they've made some steps towards allowing women to have a more prominent role in society, but those are baby steps. They need to take a much bigger step towards, allowing these women to not have to wear the bodysuits and stuff while they're wrestling and stuff like that before they get at least my support, and they would have to, seriously work on themselves as a country before I'd actually even consider going to one of these shows. But this is all just talk. That was my opinion. What do we got here?
So this was sent to me by Cynthia. She goes, the deal isn't completely finalized because WWE must provide notice to shareholders and other parties. There are legalities to go through as the company is publicly traded. But again, I am told the deal has been agreed to in principle, which means it's basically a done deal. But maybe what the board could do is stall some things and maybe help this investigation go a little faster. And then, this is where you're going to see people moving, because there are people right now. This is like Succession on HBO. Right now, people are there are people on the forum that are saying, we have got to get Vince out of here right now.
Mm-hmm.
We got to stop this. We got to figure out a way to stop this. So, and Christopher Matthews, Chris makes a good point. Can he get people's Raw tickets if they're gonna boycott?
There'll be plenty on sale on StubHub shortly.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, but here's the other thing to consider. Especially with that being said, that process, guys, that takes a while. Notifying the shareholders, stuff like that. This transaction, this sale might not, actually take effect for a while.
And they could always back out, right? If something doesn't happen when they make the final agreements or signatures.
Exactly. If this investigation goes through, stuff like this, things like this.
Good word you brought up by investigation. I think that's the main reason why this sale went down. I think in the next couple of months, some nasty stuff's going to start on Vince McMahon, and that's why all this is happening, because he doesn't want to tarnish the company with all his bad deeds over the years and all the dark side of the ring episodes we're going to get.
It's the same reason that he stepped away from the company in the first place. And the only thing that I have to say to that is he should have stayed away. If he didn't want to tarnish the company's legacy, he should have just resigned, retired, called it quits.
Do you
Been
think,
done.
as of right now, with what happened today, and I want Tony's take on this first, if you don't mind. Do you think WWE's legacy is officially tarnished as of today?
No, you can't tarnish something because of something else happening. Nothing that happened in the past has to do with what happened today. And let's just put this with a grain of salt. We're not 100% sure that the company sold yet. We just know that that is the talk. And like I said, nothing has been confirmed by WWE. I'm just reporting everything that's been seen. Ethan Guevara, shout out to Ethan. Hey, guys, I want you guys to thank that gentleman right there, okay? Ethan Guevara is my good friend from Mania Club, my brother. We had a meeting 2 years ago at WrestleMania at a place called New York Pizza in Tampa, the COVID WrestleMania, right? He sat down at a table with me, with him, Norris Narzer, and BJ Wright. And you know what they said to me? Tony, you have such a great take on wrestling. You talk to everybody, start a YouTube channel. You need to start one. So the reason why the Tantalizing Tony Wrestling Show is here, 1/3 of that is Ethan right there. So thank that guy if you love this channel. That guy put me over, and the reason why I'm here today. Thank you, Ethan. Love you. And it's going to be a great documentary. You are correct, sir. It's going to be great.
It's gonna be like a 10-parter.
It's going to be great. The chat's going crazy, guys. Hit the likes. The algorithm's going crazy. You should see my numbers right now. It's nuts. I'm going crazy. Yeah, you got to go, right, Josh?
Yeah, I'm gonna go real quick. I am gonna answer his question though. I don't at this moment right now, because of this sale, I don't think that it tarnishes the legacy. I think that if this sale actually goes through and they start making changes, like moving the company over to Saudi, and Vince is eventually found guilty of certain things, or the investigations go through and everything, stuff like that, that will tarnish the legacy, because Vince reattached himself to the company. And I think that that's why, that's just all there is to it. He should have just stayed retired. That's my take on it though. So anyway, I appreciate you guys having me. Thank you, Tony, very much.
Listen, guys,
As always.
If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to Josh's channel. It's right here. It is. Sorry, give me a chance. It is.
No, you're good.
Poseidon Media right here. Check him out. Here is his. He's just starting out, guys. We all started with low numbers, but I only have one. 2 years ago, I had one subscriber. Now I'm at 5K plus. So we all.
And guys, if you want to hear Josh more too, Josh is on my show Friday night. We play old school GM mode SVR 06. We talk about current stuff. We have a lot of fun on those streams. So come hang out with us Friday night. We talk wrestling. We talk a whole bunch of stuff.
And we're not going nowhere, guys. We're still staying. I don't think we're leaving. We're not leaving yet.
Yeah.
Josh has got to go. He's got to go to bed.
Yes.
He's very young. He has to go to work in the morning. But
yes.
Josh, thank you for being here, bro. Appreciate you so much, man. Thank you.
Of course, yeah. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. Really appreciate it. All right.
Stay tantalizing, bro.
Absolutely. You too. Graves, I'll see you on Friday.
See you, man.
All right.
Later, bro.
Everybody, that was Josh.
Can you put up connecting people through wrestling's comment? Because I think he has a great point of, this can be looked at as an opportunity. However, do we know that they want to?
They're still practicing things from 3,000 years ago, 4,000 years ago.
Are they trying to show that they're trying to be more progressive? Because they're making small steps, right? But that whole thing with the reporter didn't seem very progressive to me.
No way, bro.
So,
I mean, it's a positive
I'm not
thought.
dissing. Oh, God, I'm sorry.
No, you got a positive thought there, and I respect that. And I love the idea of everyone trying to, progress and become a better country, a better people. Everybody get along. I mean, in my opinion, if you have food, shelter, and love, shut the fuck up and stop about everything. Like, let's get along. Let's have food. Let's have a good time. But unfortunately, you're talking about a country that's been the same way pretty much for how many thousands of years, Tony?
Yeah.
We're not talking about 20 years, 30 years, Graves.
And I think connecting people through wrestling, that would be a great way, for Saudi Arabia to, show to the world, hey, we are changing, and I understand that that could be looked at as an opportunity. However, the other thing why I'm also heartbroken about this is because we were seeing change in WWE with Triple H and Stephanie and Nick Khan, and it looks like that change that's happening in the company is not going to be there if this deal goes through. Now, this would be great for Saudi fans too that love professional wrestling. They get to see it on a constant basis. But again, we don't know, as you said, we don't know what their energy is going to be. So I see your point, though. I think it is a point to be made. Go ahead, Tony.
Yeah, Captain Ivan put this on my Facebook wall, and I reported this earlier, in case you guys didn't hear about this. Appears that minority shareholders are considering a breach of fiduciary duty lawsuit against Vince McMahon and other WWE directors. So basically what they're trying to do is they're trying to get into effect. They're trying to sue Vince for his failure to do right by all the shareholders and people that work for the company. But they're basically saying is that all Vince cares about is making money for himself and doesn't care about the progression of the company, and that he might have breached his contract as the CEO, as the chairman of the board, because you have a responsibility to your shareholders.
Hey, Tone, real quick, we can pick up on that in a second. Can we put up Gianna Forever's comment? Because we got a lot of people in the chat. Can we show our support to Ricky right now?
Yeah, so everybody, in case you don't know, Gianna Forever is Ravish Ricky Ramone. She died. She had cancer. She died last year. And it's the 1 year anniversary. So, Rich, we love you, man. And it's tough. We know you've been through it, man. But you had such a great year with your evolution of everything, your life. So we love you, bro. And Gianna's up there. She's with you. She's looking down on you, man. I could not imagine. This is why I always say how tough you are, because I won't even say it out loud I won't say my kid's name not being here. It's the worst thing you could possibly think of, to lose your child. I don't know how you walk through. I don't know how you go to work.
Tony, my son is going to be 1.5 years on the 20th, and I couldn't even begin to understand what Ricky has gone through. I don't even want to begin to try, because if I close my eyes and then open them, and my son wasn't here for whatever reason, I would be like beyond lost, man. And Ricky has shown a lot of strength and a lot of courage to still get up every day and do his thing. So I want to give my deepest condolences to you and your family and celebrate her birthday today, because like Tony said, she is up there and she's watching over for you. You got an angel up there earlier than expected, but dude, just keep staying strong, brother.
Yeah, bro, it's tough to say. It's tough to say this. And it's
hard to say anything, Tony.
And this is what this channel is about. Look, we love wrestling, but we love people first. And we love Richie. And like I said, I don't know. Like you just said, Savage, I can't imagine.
I'd probably kill myself, to be honest with you, at this point, because the feeling I had holding him, I don't have to tell you. You've been through it 5 times.
Huh? Say what?
How many kids you have?
So I have 3 adult children, and I have 6 adult children and one baby.
And you held them all in your hands when they were babies.
Till this day, I still kiss them on the head.
So
I love them all.
Exactly what I'm talking about, man. You hold that kid for the first time.
My kids are big. My kids are 35, 30, 31, 22, 21, 18, and 5. So I have 7 kids.
I've only cried twice in my adult life. First time was when my grandfather passed away, and I thought I would never shed a tear after that day, ever. And then the second time when I held my son in my arms, I cried like the biggest baby. I couldn't even contain myself. So it's tough, man, to even think about. I don't even want to think about it, losing my son or anything like that. So anybody that had to go through that, or anybody that's losing anyone out there, because there's so many people in the chat right now, and every single person in this chat has something that they're holding on to, feelings that they have, problems that they're dealing with, and just know that it is going to get better. Sometimes it has to get worse before it gets better, but you got to keep moving forward. Stay positive, and you know what? Be nice to people, because I feel like that's the thing that gets everybody through life, man. If you can't get up and be nice to people, then don't go outside.
Yeah.
Do nice
Agreed.
things. Say nice things. Be nice.
By the way, this is another story too, and not to diminish this, but they say Nick Khan to receive a mammoth payday if WWE is sold. The subject of WWE being sold to another media giant has been discussed for years. Hold on. Sorry, guys. So apparently, the way Nick's contract is built out, if they sell, he gets a major payout. The numbers undisclosed. But if I'm Nick Khan, people don't realize where Nick Khan came from. Nick Khan is a media mogul. And he probably made a deal that if they sell the company, he gets a buyout or a payout. So we'll see. It's probably big money. Like
He's gonna get at least half, I think.
he might get some big money. But
3 billion.
Mama, she would have been discussed with the news today. Yeah, English Chucky, how you doing? And if let me know what country you're from, guys, because I'm thinking this is going worldwide right now.
This is international, definitely. You have people.
We don't, Edward, and everybody in the chat. We don't know what this means yet. WWE has not confirmed it, but Twitter has blown up. Yahoo Sports reported it. TMZ. Sean Ross Sapp has not said anything as of yet. So this is all still speculation, but principally what they're saying is that they have sold the company to the Saudis.
Dude, by tomorrow night, everyone's gonna be sick of this story, because I listened to a couple of shows in the morning, and I'm not looking forward to hearing those shows in the morning, because it's gonna be 3 more hours of just this, and then another 3 hours of this. It's not gonna end. Next week, people are still gonna be talking about this Graves.
Real quick, because Hunter says something in the chat, and he says a question for me, I guess, because I guess I stream more video game stuff. Out of the 3 of us,
Good question.
do you think 2K will cancel their contract with WWE?
No, because they're bigger parasites than anyone I know.
Yeah, I don't think 2K would cancel their contract with WWE. I think WWE would not re-sign with them if WWE and 2K would go their separate ways. Now, do I think WWE and 2K should not be together is a good question that we might have to make
That's a whole show.
A show
That's a
of
whole
for one day.
conversation. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll say this,
I
Graves,
would
anybody
love to do
that sells digital content that can't be transferred over year to year to year, they're terrible human beings, and they're parasites.
Hey, JD from New York says this. JD says, if true, WWE just sold its rich history and library to people who don't give a flying fuck about anything. Start appreciating Tony Khan after this. Vince and those he has surrounded himself with gave up Kerry years ago. This may be the saddest day in their existence.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's going to be sad for a lot of people. I know it hit me hard when I first got the breaking news, because, when you're a lifelong fan, and it's like part of my foundation. Like, it's hard for me to do anything in my day-to-day life without referring back to wrestling at some point during the day. Everything has its analogies. I look at this, I think of some match from WrestleMania 17. I see something else, I think of some promo I saw on this. Or everything goes back to the roots that you grew up with. So it's hard news to take if you love WWE.
WWE, yeah.
Well, for us, how old are you, Graves?
20.
So you were born after the name change.
I was born in the same year of
As
the
the
name
name
change, right in the dawn of the Ruthless
So
Aggression.
you never got to be born into the WWF era. So for you as a WWE fan, I don't know. I'm not going to say you didn't get spoiled. You had your years of getting spoiled. What was your golden era for you as a WWE fan?
Mine?
I'm curious to know. New generation fan, right? You're
man,
half my age. Less than more than half for Tony.
This was actually I'm gonna. Wow.
Or give me your favorite personal.
No,
You
no.
know what? We know it's better. What's your personal favorite Vince McMahon moment from your era that you loved? And then
I
same
could go with
question
that.
to Tony after.
So the one thing I'll say is when I was like a little kid, my dad would take me to like the shows. This was like 2010-ish, right? But when I was a kid, man, it's gonna make me emotional. My grandmother used to babysit me when I was like 4 or 5, and she'd always take me to like Kmart when I was around. Five might still be around, but she used to, take me, and then I'd pick out like a DVD of some wrestling pay per view that was there. And to kind of answer your question, the time period of '02 to '05, even though like I watched it really when Punk was around and Undertaker was kind of dwindling down, I collected all the stuff. Like I think I have a full collection of the 2003 DVDs. I have Blockbuster because Blockbuster was closing, so they sold the
Blockbuster, it's going back.
DVDs. Yeah, so I have Blockbuster DVDs with exclusive Blockbuster extras on them. There's just something about that for me. Like, don't get me wrong, like the Attitude Era, so many major stars, the top point in the business. But when you look at the Ruthless Aggression era, you had all the guys from WCW, well, most of them, that came in. And then you also had the guys like Edge and Randy Orton that really made their come up around that time.
Brock
and honestly, Lesnar, I mean,
Batista.
My favorite WrestleMania is 21. And honestly, Vince outside of wrestling has all these allegations against them. And people can say after WCW, he stopped caring. I think eventually, slowly after a while, he didn't have to really care. But I think still in '02 and '05, like WWE was still in its prime. Like those were still great years. Like I think, again, one thing for me is everybody loves WrestleMania 17. And I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, I think 19's better. Only
Arguably,
because
I'm a big 18 guy because the whole Hogan Rock match, that crowd, you're never going to ever see a crowd react the way they reacted that night for that match, and the way that they flipped the whole thing around, turned the babyface heel and the heel babyface, and just the crowd being completely livid. The only thing that comes close to it, in my opinion, was WrestleMania 6 when you got God versus God as far as the WWE universe is concerned. Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior. Just the people. Edge was there. Your boy Edge was there, losing his mind in the arena.
How about
stadium.
one that's not going to get talked about really for obvious reasons, but WrestleMania 20.
That's a great card.
To me,
20
yeah,
was a great card.
WrestleMania 21, the first Money in the Bank, Batista and Cena get their first moments. Undertaker and Randy Orton, Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, no,
like
plenty of bangers.
there's still those moments are why I love professional wrestling.
And your boy Vince McMahon is responsible for every one of those moments. He's the reason why all those moments happened. For even my moment, my favorite WrestleMania moment was watching Stone Cold Steve Austin pass out to the sharpshooter at WrestleMania 13. I thought that was the greatest match in the history of professional wrestling. And I still tell this day, tell all wrestlers who are new to the game and they're trying to learn how to work. I say, you want to learn how to work? Go watch Mr. Perfect. Go watch Ravishing Rick Rude. And then go watch Stone Cold versus Bret Hart at WrestleMania 13. And then when you're done with that, watch as much Owen Hart footage and Dynamite Kid footage as you can, and you'll learn how to work.
Yeah, look, I've had so many. There's so many moments I've had, right? Everybody knows my love for Steamboat Savage. Everybody knows my love for Cena versus The Rock, because to me, that's just who cares if they could wrestle? That the 1 year build for Cena and Rock was something.
Which one was your favorite though? Because they had three. Did you like the one where Cena won at New York? You probably
can't see me. Listen, I'm talking about the 1 year build when they started at 27 when he rock bottomed Cena and it cost him the match and the Miz won. The next night on Raw, they challenged each other for the next year and they had a 1 year build. That 1 year build, we've never seen anything like that where they did a 1 year build. The Rock didn't get into the ring until Survivor Series when him and Cena tagged against R-Truth and The Miz. And all I can remember is this, guys, is that I was at the Garden for that match. When the match is over, and this is breaking the fourth wall down, Cena gets on the rope, he goes like this, and then Rock says, yo, come over here. Now, they're talking doing a thing. If you read the Rock's lips, if you read Cena's lips, go back to this match, Survivor Series, the one right before WrestleMania 28. He goes, when you give me I'm going to get up in your face and you give me the fucking rock bottom. He tells Rock to do it. That showed me right there that Cena got it. He got it. It didn't matter. Cena's legacy set. He understood that, yo,
100%.
I got to let The Rock get the upper hand on me now so that people think at WrestleMania I'm going to beat him in Miami. And if you were in Miami for that match, when Rock Cena, look, this is the same thing where Sheamus kicked the head off of Daniel Bryan in 18 seconds. This is the same WrestleMania, Hell in a Cell, Triple H versus The Undertaker, end of an era with Shawn as the referee. These were great matches. Jericho versus CM Punk. Not to mention, one of my favorite all-time gimmick moments, somebody called my mama when, what's his name? He's Tyrus now. What was his name back then?
Brodus Clay.
Funkasaurus, right?
Funkasaurus,
Brodus
yeah.
Clay.
Brodus Clay was doing the dance with all the people dressed up as the
With the
mom.
pterodactyls. Right?
Oh my! With Naomi and what's her face? The pop of this building when The Rock.
Maybe that's why Sasha. Maybe they walked out. Maybe they heard a rumor about this shit.
Who knows? But
we don't know.
But what I'm saying is this: there's so many moments I could tell you about, and here's my fear. Thank you for that, Cameron. Here's my fear. Do we get these moments anymore? Do we get these moments?
No. We get moments, but not the same like that, man. You got to remember, we're older now. We've been watching the product for a long time. You were more, I'm not going to say you were more invested then than you are now. If anything, you might be more invested now, but the difference is you're older and you're more aware of the product and what it does and the way it works. When we were younger, we didn't really know all this backstage drama. We didn't know about, wrestlers not wanting to wrestle or asking for more money. You know what I mean? You didn't know all the details. I call them the shit sheets, not the dirt sheets, the shit sheets, because they've ruined professional wrestling.
I don't agree with that. I think that some of the dirt sheets are good because sometimes rumors are good. This is what people don't realize, okay? And I get what you're saying. Sometimes people just put stuff out. Like there's certain
sometimes. Come on now.
Well, but it happens. But you know what that does? It creates conversation because they have something to talk about. But Alex,
no, you're not wrong.
Alex Zelinsky says smart business move for it cancel the 90-day compete clause for WE will be based in Saudi Arabia. Will also be able to start NXT India, NXT Europe, NXT Japan. I mean,
Vince McMahon was not a fan of the internet, though, right? Like when it first dropped and he saw these different people making these chat boards on AOL chat rooms and the way they used to do it back in the day on the Black Pirate. I know Graves probably has no idea what I'm talking about when I say MIRC client. Do you remember that?
I have no idea what that is.
No idea what that is. That was like one of the original chat rooms. That's how people did dirt sheets and how they shared files and they stole music. Basically, this was the original dirt sheet. And I know when it came out, Vince was not a fan of this because he knew where the business was going to head at that point. Now people are talking about everything online together around the world. It's no longer just, like back in the day, Graves, the only way you were talking about wrestling is if your friend came over and talked about it or if you called someone and talked about it. There was no like, let me pick up my phone, let me go on my computer, and now I can talk with the whole world about whatever I want. It changed the business dramatically, the internet. I want
to thank everybody in the chat who's killing it. Something nice says, man, this will be the end of WWE. Could be.
I was trying to send you a super chat, by the way. I don't know what's going on with the super chat, man. I was trying to send you a $10 super chat right now, and it keeps telling me error.
Well,
You,
thank you.
you broke the super chat algorithm with this stream. You broke the internet, Tony.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Something's wrong with, just so you know, something is wrong with YouTube right now because I can't see my numbers. But
Because you broke it.
listen, I didn't
The
do
stream.
I
And
wish.
the other thing too is that right now we're doing a simulcast, and I got some other people in here. You got 12 people watching on the other end. At one point, I had 20. So I want
Nice.
to appreciate everybody that's been on my side as well, because I think we still are at nearly 100 people on your end, Tony. So thank you to everybody who's up right now. You truly are not just a member of the Nation Channelization, you're also a zombie because you're part of the graveyard shift. We're zombies right now, Tony. You know that? We're up at 1:38 in the freaking morning.
I've been a zombie my whole life. But thank you. Yeah, exactly. And yet on my end, I got 109 watching. I can still drop soon because people are going to bed. Because but look, if you're here for the first time on either channel, please subscribe.
Yeah.
This is going to be breaking news over the next couple of days. Because tomorrow morning at business time, we'll see where the stock opens at, and we'll see where it drops. So we will be doing an AEW watch along tomorrow. And we'll go from there. If I can report during the day from work, I will. Shout out to Shannon Moore.
I can't see your comment, whoever just said that you left a comment in my chat. I can't see it right now. If you want to put it again. 660 subs. Thank you guys. We're on the way to 700, man. Me and Tony were just talking about this.
If all 100 people in this chat, there's new people here, please subscribe to Anthony Gray's pod. Paul says, Stephanie, I need to buy another wrestling company, take the talent there. It's expensive, bro. No stocks opening.
Yeah.
My first show, Nia was me so excited seeing versus Rock. There you go. Everybody has a great moment. Wrestling Savage, get him to 450. Yes. Become a zombie today, everybody. Become a zombie.
Zombified.
Yes. We're gonna wait for Wrestling with Savage to get back because now I'm getting ready to. I'm tired. He's back.
Make sure to also, Ricky
I'm
says, check out Anthony
back.
Blackwell Jr. on all social media platforms.
Can you put his thing up there, please?
I will put his thing up there for
You
you.
should play my video to end the show later if you want. These people can know what they can watch after Tantalizing Tony goes live and gives the best, pretty much play-by-play kind of. You do a mix. It's a little bit of a play-by-play. It's a little bit of a watch party. It's a discussion. You have a very unique take on a wrestling show, and I appreciate it. And I've been there with it, and I will keep messing with it for the foreseeable future, and you should all too.
Yeah, listen, guys. Check out Wrestling Savage. And Savage, I'm not gonna lie. I'm more nervous to play about playing my music because I had to.
I own this one. I pay for the copyrights. It's all my shit. 100 billion %.
But I didn't pay for the copyrights. It was me.
You have my verbal permission. You
You
have my written permission.
the algorithm doesn't say that. I don't want to take it. Listen, ask
You can
Greg.
mute it. You can mute it if you want to. It's okay.
I'm paranoid about this freaking algorithm. Hold on, Wrestling Savage.
I don't blame you, man. I really don't.
Strike him right now, and I'm so nervous about it.
Well, we both got the one strike because of Fight TV, and it's a real thing. You don't want to lose your, you don't want to lose all your
Savage,
work.
you have a strike as well?
I do. I got it on the same night as Tony.
The same night as
With
me
the
from
same
AEW.
pay-per-view for putting footage of professional wrestlers walking around, like not even music or anything.
Now, I think though, I thought you had to have monetization to get a strike.
No,
Nope.
you do not.
What can happen is this. What can happen is this: is that that's the way it usually works. But that means they went out of their way to message them.
Yes,
They went.
yes.
Fight TV.
Fight TV went hard on everybody that did anything on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook.
For which
Facebook,
show?
all my videos blocked. For
For
Fight
which
TV.
show?
Full Gear, AEW Full Gear, the night that MJF, the best wrestler alive in the world. No, okay, I'm not going to put a promo. MJF is the man, and I loved his championship. But yeah, that night, man.
So
night.
they for posting videos of it, or
yes, well, not videos of the matches. Even I mean, I was posting videos of like because I had ringside seats, so I'm sitting next to everybody. You see Moxley walking through. I had a video of me shoving a busted open face in front of William Regal and Moxley. Yeah, that one, like videos like that, getting strikes.
Yep, I got a strike for just putting up an 8-second video of Britt and DMD faced off. That's it. That's it.
wow.
A strike. I didn't monetize it.
Well, usually, sometimes what happens with certain music too, Tony. This is one thing that's actually not bad about YouTube. Sometimes some companies, they don't care if you use their music, because then they're just going to tag your video and then they're going to monetize it.
That's why I worry about music. I don't care if monetizing.
Majority of the time, that's what happens with music. Like the WWE, if you do something with WWE music, they're tagging it and they're going to be making the money off it, not you.
Which is fine. But look, but WWE, Anthony has stuff up with music in it from entrances.
It happens. It happens to everybody, man. Like some companies are worse than others, but I tend to never mess with the video. I feel like you can get away with videos more than you can the music, and the music is like, if you don't own the music or you didn't pay for the rights to the music, definitely do not use the music. Not even a short sample clip.
I post it, but I don't say like it's mine. You know what I mean? Like I don't credit it, and I don't monetize it.
At the end of the day, it's under YouTube's discretion. If they get contacted about something from a claim, they look at your shit. You know, if they're making more money from the person making the claim than you, whose side are they going to always take? They're going to take that side.
Hunter says he sent me a question, but
what's going on, guys?
Guys, we're about to get out of here. I'm going to check one thing. Guys got a message. I want to check if this is true.
No, none of these. Nobody loves Savage. We have 125 people in here. I'm at 434 for an hour and a half. I love it.
Nobody subscribed to you at all?
Nobody. They don't like a Savage. It's okay. I'm too savage for them. Okay. And I kept the F-bombs down tonight a little bit. It wasn't too bad.
I don't think you cursed at all. I didn't hear it.
No, I definitely cursed once or twice.
It's okay. They want to be monetized. They're being in their best interest. Yeah, it is in their best interest. And that's fine with me. Take the money, but don't give me a strike.
Yeah, the strike is unbearable, man. And what's even worse is the YouTube support. What are you gonna do, man?
I actually even sent them a very nice email, like, hey guys, listen, I apologize for putting up the content. I didn't know that would get me a strike. Would you please? And because they have the power to take it down, and they wouldn't do it. Yeah. So whatever.
We all here for the same reason. We want the plaque.
Yeah, I want the plaque. It's true.
We want the plaque, man. We want that Logan Paul plaque.
Yeah, and connected people to wrestling knows he's got great subscriber. If you're posting things and not monetized, they're more likely to take it down so that they get traffic going to monetize content, and then that makes sense. All right, look, let's get last words in here. Like we said, very important, guys. Hit the notification bell. Because if I hear something, and trust me, my phone's gonna be blowing up all day tomorrow. So if I have to pull my bus over during my little 10-minute breaks, I'll go live for 5 minutes. I already have thumbnails ready. So one thing I did already. So
Tony, I'm sure like me, you have a bunch of different group chats on your different apps or whatever. My phone died from all the buzzing and notifications and messages, and I don't even want to look at it when I wake up in the morning.
Will there ever be Khali? I hope Khali stays retired. Savage, your last little tidbits on what happened, on what supposedly has happened.
Well, Vince McMahon came back to the WWE for one reason and one reason only, and that was to finalize the sale of his company. And when I say his company, I say that because it's his company. He took it right out of his father's hands and turned it into the most revolutionary force in sports entertainment today. And that's what he did. It's still the most revolutionary force in sports entertainment today. And he sold it today. And you know why? Because it's his. If you don't like it, too fucking bad. I'm sorry, but it is what it is, and there's nothing we can do. It's not finalized. It's not done, but more than likely it's going to go through. And when it does, it's going to be a sad day for any diehard loyal fan that loves going to the shows in the good old US of A, because that's changing in the next 10 years. The shows are going to be overseas. So you better start making good money if you want to have ringside seats at WrestleMania 40. 46, whatever, man. I don't know. All I'll say is this. If Triple H walks next week, I'm going in panic mode, and you should too.
Thank you so much, Wrestling Savage. Graves, Vince, Sells, we think. Last take.
I mean, there's a lot. There's so much that we don't know, and until we know more, I'm not really sure of what to think of it. I'm scared. I'm nervous to see what happens to the company. I'm sure a lot of people feel that way. I know there's a lot of people that have a lot of feelings about this. But the one thing that I want to have happen is I want WWE to be a healthy place. I want WWE to be the way it's been for the past 6 months. I think WWE has been so much better than the state it was a couple of years ago. And all this change, I feel, is unnecessary. So I just hope that for all of our sakes, the people that love the business, the people that just, whether you just watch it for WWE or whether you're consuming other content, we need the landscape of professional wrestling to be healthy. And, we've seen, I'm sure over the past year, we've seen a lot of toxic stuff happen in professional wrestling too. There's a couple of things we can name. So honestly, we need WWE to be healthy because it makes the business also healthy.
Just so you know, Captain Ivan just sent me something from Wrestle Talk, and it says this.
There we go.
There's an incredible amount of concern among talent and staff with Vince back in charge. The news of the sale was reported by multiple outlets. We'll continue to keep posted. Talent is, hold on, where was that? Talent is threatening to walk.
Guaranteed. I've guaranteed a few. I'm not sure who, but there's definitely going to be a few. There has to be.
WWE talent threatening to leave if Saudi Arabia sale goes through. Wow.
So now we have to figure out who, or wait till. And you know what, Tony, you're going to get some inside scoop though, because you said you own stock in WWE. So at some point, they're going to send you some kind of a notification on why you're cashing out on your stocks.
Right. I have 2 shares, everybody. 2.
And I'm wondering what kind of explanation they're going to give you. Is it going to be an email? Is it going to be an SMS text? And are they even going to give you an explanation? Just say, hey, this company no longer is public. Here's your money. Have a good day.
First of all, let me say this. Thank you to Josh. Thank you to Richie. Thank you to Savage. And thank you to Graves. Guys, check out my channel. Go to the bottom. Subscribe to all these guys. All the links are here, guys. No excuse.
It's true.
Viper says, MSN and Washington Emerald always posting news. Thank you so much, Viper. This looks like a done deal. And let me say this. Let me do this is when you do your monologue, right? I have been a WWE fan since I was 8 years old. I am 54. I'll be 55 this year. I've had a lot of down moments in wrestling with just bad product, terrible WrestleMania matches, terrible pay-per-views, bad booking, just bad storylines. It happens. This is different. For this company to be sold to people, thank you so much, Chucky. For this company to be sold to a government that doesn't respect, forget Americans, doesn't respect anybody. This is not about being an American. It's about being a human being. They don't support human rights. And that I cannot condone. I'm hoping legally that the shareholders find a way to block this sale. I'm going to actually email them when I get off here saying that under no circumstances do I want my 2 shares to go anywhere into this pocket. I don't care how much money it makes. We may be looking at the death of the WWE as we know it.
It's so dramatic.
No, really. This
You're
may
not
be
lying, though, yeah.
this may be the end of WrestleMania as we know it. This may be the end.
Tough thing.
I say WrestleMania because WrestleMania is big to me. It's my vacation.
It's your
my
Super Bowl.
It's my yearly trip. I have so many moments. You know, people say, "Oh, you think you have to be in the ring to have a WrestleMania moment?" No, you can have a WrestleMania moment at home when your favorite wins with your family, when you eat your popcorn, your wings, whatever. As a fan that goes to WrestleMania every year, I have so many WrestleMania moments with Kira, with Bobby. The only kid of mine that hasn't gone to WrestleMania is Michael. And that was the plan next year for Philly. This hurts me. I know it's just a wrestling company, you know, but it hurts my feelings. It really does, because I have devoted my channel based on my love for wrestling that started with the WWF. If this is true, guys, I'm done. That doesn't mean I'm gonna walk away, but I will not be as passionate as I am about that company. All I can say is this, guys, and ladies. Thank you, guys and ladies, so much for taking the time for the past 2 hours and 25 minutes to watch us.
Damn near 3 hours, man. Over 100 people, brother.
Yeah, it's been a great night. I've done 2 live streams tonight about this story. Stephanie walking away, and now Vince. What Culture, Wrestle Talk, JD from New York, Angle, all these guys have big numbers. I'm not saying I'm as good as them. I'm saying I'm as passionate as them. Help me get to their numbers. I need you guys to share my channel. If you guys like this, please tell your friends. Yo, the Tony Lives of Tony guy, Wrestling with Savage, Anthony Grace Pod, Anthony Blackwell Jr., Ravish and Richie, and Josh from Poseidon Media. They're all cool. But this is my life, guys. I love wrestling. I love the business. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. It is almost 2:00. I have to be to work in 3 hours.
You are a humble man. I won't be that humble. I'll say it right here on the internet right now. I am better than Jim Cornette. God damn it.
There you go. He said it. Guys, listen, let me put this in case you missed it one last time. WWE sold to Saudi Arabia. It looks like it's a done deal. We don't know. Cultaholic. Thank you, Sandy Klein. Cultaholic. Thank you. They're great too. Great streams today. Thank you. Hey, listen, that's what we're here to do. Let you guys know what's going on. Thank you guys so much. Look, we're here. We'll be back tomorrow. Hit the notification bell. Hug your family members because you're not promised tomorrow. And if you're not like the Saudi Arabia government, pray to God because you got to pray every day. And as always, hit it, Anthony. What do you say? Don't stop till I wear the crown.
I'll wear the crown.
Ding, ding.
Manuel the Protector. Check out all the news. That's what looks like what's happening. Let me go check it.
Just rewind a few hours. You can catch the whole thing.
Viper, we appreciate you watching it since you're in diapers, man. But like I said, guys, thank you for watching. As always, do I do best, and that's stay tantalizing.
I won't stop till I wear the crown.
I'm going to actually play
tantalizing. And make sure you come join the Savage Kingdom, please. We have big things coming up this year. Big things. I promise. We're going to bring Tony along for the ride on a couple of spots this year.
Shout out to the zombies, too.
I'm going to get Tony on a pay-per-view. We're going to have a pay-per-view spot, Tony. Me, you, and Bully Ray.
Bully Ray. Guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to play my intro. I'm going to play my intro.
Destroy!
God. I'm going to play my intro so you guys can watch.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take it to your hands, a plan your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be f***ing sour, take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder, and f*** all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm f***ed off at these f***ing clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till I wear the crown.